Welcome to Toontyme, bringing you Newcastle United news and discussion. So it's looking like an even more daunting task, as at the moment we are the walking wounded due to all the injuries that are cropping up. It's getting worse and worse by the moment. It seems. I was watching the press conference earlier with Eddie Howe, and he was talking about how Anasa Maximilian may have picked up a bit of a twinge in his hamstring when he was chasing back for the disallowed Wolves goal on Sunday. I'm glad he showed that effort, to be honest, though, because if you watch it I was surprised. I didn't even notice it was him. But the fact that he's willing to do that now, then shows the commitment to the cause that he's showing. So that's another moment of the improvement in mentality that has been shown over the past few weeks. And all of our fan base who have been on his case can see that he's changing his mentality and his approach to his role in the team. Was that commitment, the fact that he ran that far back with that much speed, and caused that to himself. It showed what he wants to be. He wants to be involved in what Newcastle United are trying to do now and the near future. So yeah, he may be injured. Bruno Guimaraes is probably going to be out as well. We've also heard about Kieran Trippier. He may have picked up a knock towards the end of that game, so he may be missing. Alexander Isaac is touch and go whether his work permit comes through in time. As Eddie Howe said, it may even take up until the deadline tomorrow, where you got 75 minutes before the game starts to have all that paperwork in. So, due to the bank holiday, he added it a further delay in terms of processing that paperwork. Well, it may have been a bit of brinksmanship by Eddie Howe, trying to keep Jurgen Klopp on his toes in terms of trying to guess the lineup. Well, we're missing some key players now. It's going to be really tough. It was already an extremely tough task anyway, but even more so now. I'm always optimistic and hopeful that Newcastle can pick up a result. But with how blunt we looked at times against Wolves, notwithstanding the excellent finish by Sam Maximin, it's I don't see what he's gonna be able to do with the tools available to him. Because that's the thing. Is like I've been talking about. It is very much a work in progress, and it's gonna take a while till the squad's built up. That it has that robustness to it in terms of quality, and that the drop off in terms of the first team players to the squad members in the rotation isn't that far. But right now, in certain areas of this team, it is a dramatic drop off in terms of quality, and anyhow, will be scratching his head in terms of implementing a plan to pick up something tomorrow. But I think he's got the nous to do it. I think he's got the intelligence to figure out ways to exploit the deficiencies in Liverpool's team. And even though they smashed up Bournemouth on Saturday, they've still been showing weaknesses this season. Their midfield is a bit decimated in terms of injury. So, the man of the moment, Joe Linton's still available, and he's been dominating quite a few teams. But it's gonna be really hard, and we're gonna need Sean Longstaff and Joe Willock to really be on point. They're gonna have to be a lot sharper with the passing, with the energy. Like I said, I don't know what was happening with Joe Willock on Sunday, but he has to be at the races. He can't afford to relax the score in anything that he does against Liverpool. I want to see him showcasing the ability that we know that he's got. He showed when he had that run of games, one of the Steve Bruce, where he was getting a lot more goals. I know he had a freer role, and now on Eddie Howe, he's got a lot more responsibilities. But he's still capable of scoring. He's still capable of making good choices on the ball, and we've seen that he's a very capable carrier of the ball or the pitch. He's strong and quick. He showed that against Man City when he outpaced Kyle Walker. Well, not outpaced, but he knocked it past him and carried the ball up the pitch. He's got quality in him. I just want to see him start showing it consistently now. And if he doesn't, there are players who are chomping at the bit. We've got Elliot Anderson, who's coming up on the rails. Eddie Howe was talking about him today. He's talking about how he's gaining his trust. He's taking his opportunity. He's showing that he's got confidence in himself to be on that pitch and be able to make an impact. He showed against Wolves on Sunday, hitting the bar, winning the free kick at the end. He's showing that potential, and that's what Joe Willock should be doing. This is a great opportunity for him. When he moved from Arsenal to Newcastle, some people looked at him and says, "Why are you doing that?" And probably people in his circle probably were saying that, but right now he's in a really exciting project, and he has got to grasp his opportunity, because Newcastle United right now are not going to stand still waiting for him to decide what he wants to do. He has to continue to improve, So we'll have to wait and see in terms of what the team is going to be like tomorrow. I don't know whether he's going to start Matt Targett. I feel that he should, because if Anderson Maximin is not playing, even though Dan Burn will be more of a defender, we need those outlets, when we have to counter attack. And if it's Frazier who starts, he's going to need that backup with those overlaps from Matt Targett. As we've seen over the past couple of games, Dan Burn is solid defensively, but he doesn't really give much of an attacking outlet. He doesn't make those overlapping runs. Because you saw against Wolves that at times Sam Maximin had 3 players on him. When Matt Targett's there giving him the overlap, that's not allowed. They have to account for that extra player. And now Sam Maximin uses the overlap, which means that he has a lot more space to operate in. And that's what Frazier's going to need tomorrow when we get our opportunity to counter attack. So it'll probably be Chris Wood playing up front, as I don't think Isaac's paperwork is going to come through from the sounds of it. I hope it really does. I'd like to see him at the very least come off the bench. But it's I don't know how long work permit normally takes, even an expedited one, which it will be with Newcastle. We would have tried to get one processed very quickly, but it's because it's the new rules now, so we don't know how long things take in terms of government policy. That's the majority of the news I've seen. It's also the paper talk, which you're gonna get more of in terms of transfer rumours, and Martin Dubravka is getting close to his move to Manchester United. So that's the most of it from what I've heard. I've heard about links to Ashley Maitland-Niles and a few other players, but we don't know what's going to happen. Eddie Howe was quite coy in terms of saying that he doesn't think there's going to be any more transfers. He'll just be very quiet tomorrow, and the only thing he did say is that Matty Longstaff's probably going out unknown. So we'll have to wait and see what tomorrow brings. Hopefully they can get a signing in, as we do need another winger at the very least. as the attacking options are quite shallow after the first team players. You know, you need that for the competition as well. Even though Miguel Almiron's improved, at times he still lacks that cutting edge. But it does give us that hard work, if nothing else. But this it's gonna be an interesting day that tomorrow. We've got the match and transfer window at the same time, so I hope you're watching Sky Sports or you're on News Now or whatever outlet that you're on, and just trying to keep up with the news. So thank you once again for listening, wherever you are. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. Peace.